it's all about, can they get efficiencies and cost cuts? What are the product innovations going to look like? And when you think of the drivers, it is, frankly, international, it's wholesale, and it's apparel that's going to be part of the drivers. And can the efficiencies of the cost cuts drive the gross margin? Like you said, they have new people in place now. They recently appointed a new, whether it's chief experience officer, new COO, even within the past month or two. And so they need to get their act together in order to be able to, whether it's the inventory levels have been managed cleanly, they need the product demand. That product innovation and product innovation cycle against what are key competitors going into the Olympics is going to be key. And it's more about apparel than it is about footwear. Gross margins, certainly everyone expects gross margins to begin to show some signs of improvement. We need to see that. And inventory levels are supposed to be going lower. But are they going to do that 10 cents or 11 cents? And what their guidance outlook for 2020 is going to be key in the face of what you mentioned was a challenged third quarter.
What about North America? I mean, that's just been so difficult for Under Armour for several quarters now to really respur growth. Can they do it?
Challenging. I think you'll get more growth out of international than what you're going to get out of North America. Can you have the inventory levels clean, and can you manage the level of promotions? I think you're still going to have a challenge North America because just in the North America platform itself, and also the strength of the competition in North America is very high.
When you think about Under Armour versus Nike, and we are seeing two new chief executive officers, both with, good experience. Some, Patrick Frisk has been at Under Armour, John Donahoe just on the board at Nike, but coming in. I mean, two different trajectories, or are they similar paths?
Two different trajectories. I think two different types of companies. I think you have a turnaround company and a much smaller brand, obviously, at Under Armour, who basically has a path for growth if they can get their innovation cycle. And when I think of Nike, Nike is global, and the global reach of Nike is quite strong. And given the fact that global accounts for more than 50% of sales, they have an engine and a platform to continue growing. The fashion show was well received last week, and I think that's going to help make them move faster and, frankly, continue to gain share.
And so we talked a lot about coronavirus here. We talked about Under Armour. When you look at retail more broadly, what do you think is going to happen here in 2020? What are the biggest risks now that maybe the trade war is off the table?
Maybe the trade war is off the table, and you know what? We need product innovation. What's going to drive demand? When I think of innovation, speed, and data, those are the critical elements in order to be able to make brands and retailers have a consumer say, I'm attracted to you now. So who's driving innovation, who's giving speed, and who's learning from data? Basically, you have companies like Lulu that continues to learn from data and is continuing to innovate. When I think about speed, you obviously have Amazon delivering speed, but everyone's delivering speed right now. And the discounters continue to win. And the reason they continue to win is because they're gaining share of all consumers' wallets lately. And don't count out the luxury goods players. The strength of LVMH was amazing, and I think their global reach is there. The other one that certainly you could see some newness from and what you have happening out there, I mean, you have turnaround stories like the Abercrombie and Fitches, where it's not getting worse and potentially getting a little bit better.